Just setting off on my walk today. Just setting off through Lakeland Park. Very quiet. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to head up over High Street. See where that takes me. Right, I left Lakeland Park now, and may not be able to see that well on this camera, but up in the distance, carrying lots of water today. I've got a 2 litre hydration pack, which I set off. It's frozen, bit hard in the back at the moment, but I dare say within an hour it's going to have melted a little bit. I've also got 2 of these flasks, 500 millilitre flasks. So in total I've got 3 litres of water, but I'm looking at doing 25 miles today, and there aren't any stop-off points for water, so just have to bring my own. That's the climb that we've got to do right at the end. I think I can see the path. Originally I thought it went up to the col, but I think it goes to there. And just see a faint path going up there. Right, so there's looking back on my route. Just the left hand side of that hill, you can see a pathway. Yep, that's where we just come from. And in the distance there, you can see Windermere with the sun shining on it. What a gorgeous day. No doubt we'll get some better views when we get to the top. Probably halfway up this climb now. Really looking forward to hitting the top, so then we can just start walking properly without putting much effort in. The climb I've just come up from the right there. Now we just hit the Kentmere horseshoe. That's Foswick. Beyond that's Hill Bell, and beyond that is York. There's the valley, and there's the other part of the horseshoe, and this is Troutbeck Quag. Stop. It's been okay at the moment because it's dry, but I think if it was boggy, it would be a bit wet underfoot. So it would be wise to take in that hill rather than miss it out. Right, now then, just coming up to the top of High Street. Sun's still shining, although over to the right there you can see the Pennines, and there's mist in the valleys, but in the lakes we're still fine. So High Street, and then that in the distance over there is Blencathra, and I suspect the one with the flat on over there is going to be Helvellyn. Wow, there are the Langales in the distance. That's where we'll be in a few hours time. That's Haweswater. You just see the rig just sticking out. So I suppose if you want to cut this route short, there's a ridge there. You can take the ridge and drop down to Haweswater, Mardale Head. Right, so just come down off High Raise up there, and now we start climbing again. Now the route I'm taking today, I should just start climbing this because the path takes off to the right. Now that's the one we want to take. We want to go over to High Raise and High Cop, so don't continue there, straight up here. So there's High Street where we just come from, down the descent, and then up Kirsty Pike there, and then this is High Raise. What is this, 800 metres high? But you're on the top, you're up and down a little bit, but it's just nice to, I would say, a flattish route on the top, but it's not flat, so it goes up and down. And over there, in the distance, I just tried to point it out, there is the top of Gates Garth Path, where you climb out of Mardale Head. I can see the path faintly in the shadows of the hill, but no doubt in 2 to 3 hours time, which is what it'll be when I get there, it'll be in full sun, and so it will be hot, and we'll continue and over high rays over there. The wind's blowing a bit now, the cool breeze as well. Down at the bottom, the Ullswater, and that little nick is possibly Howtown. I can hear the wind now whistling through. That's what it's just come down. This here is Red Crag. This is the last climb before dropping down to High Cop, and the junction for Fusedale. So that's the top of Fusedale. You can just see somebody walking up in a high-vis top. That's the top of Fusedale. Top of Fusedale. So this is where I made my decision. Do I go straight on? Go to the cockpit. I think I'm going to go right and give that one a miss. There's the post that we was aiming for, although I went to look a bit too far left. So the route was a little bit undefined at the top, but it was more defined as we went over. You can see the runner just in front. You can see just a path with following the path around. A bit miffed about getting that bit wrong, so I was hoping to show it pretty well on the video, but obviously I've messed. There's Ullswater down to the right, and the path round. You can just see it faintly in the distance. There's a runner on there also. It's just dropping down to Low Cop. There's lots of grass around. It's not well trodden, so it's not very defined. Right, just along the path, just so you know you're on the right path. There's like a little turn started there with a peg in it, just so you know. Right, just coming down to Low Cop. To come across this, there's like a fork. Well, the Lakeland route takes the right fork. Very shortly after we go over this brow, we'll go down a little bit steeper, and we'll come to a cairn, and when we get to the cairn we'll turn right, and then that will drop us down to Ullswater. Somewhere around Low Cop now. From memory, we don't go over that hill in the distance. I think we just meander down here a little bit until we get to the cairn, and that's when we take a right turn. So if you see that in the distance, don't get too concerned that you've got to go all the way over there. Just come down a few twists and turns, and this is the cairn I was on about. It's going to be so easy to just go straight on at this point, but make a mental note, there's a cairn and this is where you turn right. Then just stay on this path now, and this takes you all the way down to Ullswater. So, down to the little bridge at the stream, go through this, and then there's this over there, there's a set of deer gates. We'll go through. That looks inviting. Just follow the path round. Straight in front. Some deer gates. Go through the gates and that'll drop us down to Ullswater. Now, that was a bit difficult trying to find the right path down there. I think people have made their own paths, but the vegetation have all grown that much. Quite difficult to see. Sure, on race day it'll be well trodden then. Now we're on the path, the Ullswater path. Now this goes on for about, I think, about 6 kilometres. Don't, you know, I'm going to measure it now, see what it is. But you can see in the distance where you've got to go to, and it doesn't look that far, but in reality it is. This is like the road to nowhere. It just keeps going on and on and on. And we are still on the path alongside Haweswater. See how much water's down. There's probably quite a fair bit, but again, not as much as I imagined. Still see the rig sticking out there, that little land mass. Yeah, just going on a bit more yet, at least another half an hour, at least, maybe 3/4. And when you think you've got to the end, you haven't. It just goes round and up again. It's quite frustrating really, because you think you're nearly there and it's in the teeth. Coming on Haweswater path, saw a lizard and it stopped just in time so I can take a little video of it. I'm just crossing over this little stream here. There's a bridge, and on it is a plaque. And up there is where we were a few hours earlier, where I made reference to Haweswater. Looks stunning now. It was a bit chilly up there earlier and the wind was blowing a bit, but at 10 o'clock now by Haweswater it's cooking. So glad for the early start. Well, although we're not quite at the end of the path yet, we still have to go around the end of the lake. Over there where those vehicles are is where the Mardale head checkpoint is. Again, another indication of how low it is. A bit surprised, it didn't look that low earlier. But you can see the walls in the bottom from the, when it was fields probably, when sheep used to roam. Remember one year not too long ago, probably, I don't know, there was a time not long ago where it actually showed the water was that low, it showed the bridge at Mardale. That must have been very low, I don't know whereabouts it is. It'll be further down in the middle for all I know. And just up there, above them trees, or the side of them fir trees, is Gatesgarth. And if you look just above the trees, you can just see the path going up there as well. There is Mardale Head where the checkpoint is, and then Gatesgarth Pass. I always thought it was Gatesgarth, but on there it says Gatesgarth, so let's put that one to rest. Now this thing up here, so, I don't like this one. Right, all you can see is this little bit for quite a while. You think, oh, nearly there, nearly there, nearly the top. And then just come up here, and that's what's round the corner. You're not at the top, but that's what you've just come up. The reservoir is just round the corner. Probably come up for a distance, 20. So at this point here, where you see that false summit, what we've just seen, is 1 kilometre from the bottom. Don't forget to look back once in a while. This is what he's just climbed. And where you see the road disappearing in the distance, there's another 1 kilometre before it. Not much to go now, just a few little bends I think, and then it's levelling out for quite a bit. Virtually at the top of the pass now. Don't go right up there, just stay This one, signposted to Sadgill. Through the gate and on you go. So we just come over the top, down again. It's just as rocky as when we're going up, and just on the brow here it gets as steep as well. That's where we're going to go, down in the valley. Might just be able to see a bit of the stream. There down there's the path, down this steep bit, and then yonder and down to south. Yeah, a bit of a steep descent here, and down, and around, and down the valley. You can just see in the distance some farmhouses. Sadgill is somewhere around there, not sure. Well, there's the farmhouses we could see, so they were right. Because now we're going to go down here to where all these cars are. And then there's Sadgill, and we're going to take a right and go over that bridge. Right, over the bridge. Oh, that's quite steep. Over the bridge, and just to the end here, where that sign is, we'll turn left. Stile end, it says. And up here to Kentmere. I like little characters on the bottom. Get a car, a horse, a trailer, a bike, another horse, and somebody walking. Now, up another climb. Now, this last little bit of a climb. Oh, it's quite steep this, and it stings your legs. Right, to the Lakelanders, in the road book it says don't cruise through the kissing gate. Well, that's the kissing gate. This is where you get the big fish, big one. Oh yeah, these roads coming down to the road, and then we'll hit this road, and then we'll turn a left for a short while. Now this is the gate that the road book makes reference to. Let's be honest, the 4 or 5 times I've come through here, it's probably the first time I've seen it shut. Most of the time it's been open. But yeah, it makes reference to that, to say that you go on a stile a little bit further down here on the right hand side. There you are. Right to go up. It says footpath. That last time we've just come over, since so many people go past it, well I say so many, I've seen 4 or 5 people go past it, you've got to give them a shout to come back. So easy to miss, and if you haven't done the recce or you haven't followed the road book properly, you will miss it and you will go a long way out of your way, so be vigilant. Stile in the wall, what we go over, and then yep, this little lane, that's what we're going to go over. And I think there's a bridge down at the bottom over the other side to a little stream. Over the bridge and through the gap in the wall over there. Right, through the gap on this little lane, left turn, not going to go right, going to go left. We haven't quite reached the road yet, but we go through that gate and sort of make a point in saying if you take a left down here, you do not go right. Actually, not up there. Down here. Right. We're just joined onto this road. Forgot about it just merging onto a road and then drop down here to the bottom. Then hang a right. And head up towards where the checkpoint would be. So this is where the checkpoint would be on the Lakeland 50-100. We're still on the road now after we left it, but what the checkpoint would be. I'm going to stay on this road until I get to Garburn Pass turn off. Oh, I've got some friends. It does say Troutbeck via Garburn Pass. I think we're back onto this rocky stuff. And it goes up and up. Still climbing the Garburn Pass. Say we're probably over halfway now. Just gets a bit steep round these little bends just to be here. And I think that's where it ends up, just up there. So it's yeah, it is a tough little climb, but it's not as high as the previous ones we've done. Right, so still got to go for a little bit more, but just don't forget to look back. Awesome view, absolutely fantastic. Just crested Garburn Pass. Yeah, just messed up with these guys. Again, and Casey. Yeah. Oh yeah, down this little track here, and then it's all the way down to Troutbeck. Down to the right, you've got Lakeland Park, the caravans, and then just above it, just over to the left and a bit higher, you've got Troutbeck. That's where you'll go through the crossroads to pick up the next trail after this one. Right, met the road. This is the main road. Care crossing. Car. Now the Lakeland route takes a left and then goes up to Troutbeck. Oh. Up here to Troutbeck. But I'm stopping now because this is where I started.